This is the first generation Mazda 3 chassis code BK. In China, it was simply called Mazda 3. This is the second generation Mazda 3 chassis code BL. In China, it was renamed Mazda 3 Xingcheng. The manufacturer claimed the name was inspired by ideas like a rising star and sporty handling, but who really knows? This is the third generation Mazda 3. In China, it was called Mazda 3 Anke, a phonetic transcription of Excel. Now look at Ford Focus. This is Focus, this is new Focus. This is new generation Focus, and then it's back to Focus again. Jetta, Bora, Sagitar, all new Sagitar, new generation Sagitar. You may start to notice a pattern. Whether it's a model year update, a major facelift, or an entirely new generation, family cars in China often receive a new name when they are updated. Confusing, isn't it? Instead of simply keeping a global nameplate, why would manufacturers bother spending so much effort creating new names for essentially the same car? Before we go further, let's be clear, we're only talking about family cars, mass-market products aimed at mainstream buyers. First, car manufacturers carry weak model heritage in China. So far, very few models in the Chinese market have built a multi-decade legacy. The continuous global nameplate often means very little to buyers. It barely triggers any memory or emotional attachment. Instead, launching a new name resets perception. It sends a clear message to buyers: this is not last year's car. In China's mass market, newness and current status matter more than heritage. Over time, a simple equation has formed in consumer psychology. New names equals to a new car. Chinese car names carry strong symbolic and emotional value. They're not purely functional. Beyond monetary value, buyers also expect emotional satisfaction from their purchase. The car needs to sound modern, smart, and new. A fresh-sounding name allows owners to enjoy compliments about taste, timing, and buying the right thing at the right moment. In other words, the name itself becomes part of the product experience. There are also regulatory factors at play. In China, car models must be registered for approval after each update. During registration, the model name must be unique, and the specification codes must also be unique in the national database. Even when manufacturers apply a unified model family strategy, they often have to slightly modify the name to pass conformity assessments. Interestingly, the registration process is often the first time details of an updated model are reviewed. Media and consumers naturally refer to the unique registered name, and over time, that name becomes the one everyone uses. That's how many new names start to stick. Changing names also helps manufacturers avoid price anchoring. As the name ages in the market, the discounts should increase and the transaction price should drop to stay competitive. When a new generation launches, manufacturers want prices to move back up. But because model heritage is weak, consumer tends to remember the car used to sell for less. Even if major updates are made, buyers resist paying more for what they perceive as the same model. Therefore, a new name helps reset price positioning, justify higher pricing, and also reframe the product as something genuinely new. Sometimes, changing the name is about escaping a bad past. China's auto industry has grown extremely fast since 2000. Many consumers simply haven't had enough time to form mature, long-term views about car models. Manufacturers take advantage of this. A good example is the second-generation Ford Escape, sold as Kuga Yihu between 2012 and 2014. It gained a terrible reputation due to issues with its dual-clutch gearbox, and when the next generation launched, Ford, joint venture in China, switched the badge back to Escape and renamed it Ruiji, a subtle move. But it created a new identity, distancing the car from its troubled past. Sneaky? Absolutely. Finally, new names improve marketing efficiency. Imagine searching online for Toyota CHR to learn about a completely redesigned 2024 model. But all you see are 2023 articles, videos, and reviews. This is a nightmare for manufacturers. And it's even worse in China, where the model year concept isn't well established. Many buyers simply don't know which content is the latest. In that way, a new name clears old search results, triggers algorithm boosts, and also brings fresh exposure. In this information age, that visibility is critical. Let's zoom out. Weak model heritage makes renaming cheap and low risk. Consumers expect psychological satisfaction from newness, including a new name. Manufacturers use renaming to reset prices, refresh identity, and boost marketing efficiency. And the regulatory system unintentionally encourages name changes. All these factors combine, and here we are. So let me ask you, would you prefer your next generation car to come with a brand new name? Feel free to throw your thoughts down below here, and I will see you in a moment.